Hi all of you awesome scuba divers out there, welcome to Scuba Dive Magazine, your favourite place for the latest scuba diving news and gear reviews. You can thank subscriber Robin Merland for this guide. They were asking about features on dive torches, and dive torches are a fascinating subject. We're at a really interesting stage in torch technology, and features have come just leaps and bounds even in the short time that I've been scuba diving. Gone are the days when you need a flare, an actual light it up flare to light your way, and that's actually what the little dude in the PADI logo is holding on to, by the way, if you didn't know. I mean, today we don't have halogen or xenon bulbs anymore. I mean, they obviously still exist, but most modern dive torches run LEDs, different LEDs, but they're all typically LEDs, so you don't really need to worry about changing bulbs anymore because they have like 10,000 hour lifetimes. But there is a range of torches out there, from cheap and tiny torches that you can buy off Wish if you really want to torches that cost thousands and thousands and mimic the sun underwater. So let's look at 10 features to look for when buying a dive torch. Most torches have their power or their brightness listed in lumens. Explaining exactly what a lumen is can be a little complicated, but it's basically the amount of light that the torch produces in a certain area at a certain distance. But I mean, this little guy will produce 10 lumens. That's not a lot, and this video light is going to produce 36,000 lumens. So two ends of the spectrum, but like 700 lumens, maybe even a touch less, is kind of my sweet spot for an all-rounder torch. For night dives in clear blue water, if you shine your torch on the white sand or even on your gauges, you're just going to blind yourself with anything more powerful. I mean, even with a 700 lumen torch, that's pretty bright, so I still often end up covering the top and just letting a small amount of light through, because you'll be surprised at how effective your eyes are at seeing in the dark, and you don't need all of that light. But 700 will be nice and bright to see around you without dazzling absolutely everyone in front of you. Brighter torches are obviously better if you dive in murky waters, to be able to pierce through whatever the substrate is with just poor visibility. A brighter torch, you'll see a little bit further, you'll be able to be seen a little bit further, and it's nice just to have a more powerful torch. And if you're ever lost at sea, then of course you want the brightest light possible so that search and rescue can see you for greater distances. Luckily for us, many modern torches have power settings which you can change between like a maximum power but relatively short burn time, a medium setting, and a power saving low setting, and often an SOS strobe as well, which takes you by surprise if you press the button too frequently. If you can find one in your budget that has a 500 to 700 lumen setting, that's usually a winner for me, especially if it's the like low power setting. Any power setting over that 700 is just a bonus, but most of the time my torches are usually set to a lower setting. The beam angle is very important, and it's basically how wide all of those lumens are concentrated, either to a very small point that we usually call a spotlight. Spotlights tend to have a 10 to 20 degree beam angle. Of course, it varies between the manufacturer, but yeah, around the 10 to 20 degrees, to a wide floodlight that just casts the light over a wide area. Floodlights tend to have beam angles more akin to like 100 to 160 degrees to just spread it all out as far as possible to illuminate everything in front of you. Which to choose is really up to you and what the light is going to be used for. For general use, you just want a spotlight. If you're just like looking around to see in dark areas, then spotlights. Floodlights are best for photos and videos, but for general diving, you are literally going to dazzle everybody in front of you because of that wide beam angle. And because the light is spread, it's kind of spread thin across all of those angles, so you won't get the benefit of it unless it's a really powerful torch, in which case everyone in front of you is just going to hate you. For spotlights though, you don't want to get a beam angle that's too small. You don't tend to see them below 10 degrees because it's like trying to light your way with a laser beam. So check to see if your spotlight has a corona around the main beam, where a small amount of light bleeds out to kind of light the way, but you still get a tight beam in the center. That's where most of the light is being focused, but you get a little bit around the edges. But the main beam, the tight beam, you can communicate and light the way. That's where most of the power is going, but you can also see a little bit around the sides. Here we get to the really interesting choice, and it very much depends on the diver. There are probably about 3 common avenues when it comes to dive torch batteries today. You get replaceable batteries, built-in rechargeable, and replaceable rechargeable batteries. Standard replaceable batteries, you open up the torch and you swap the batteries when they're dead, or as close to it as possible, so you're not wasting any battery power. But every time that you open up the torch, you're wearing that O-ring seal, and you either run the risk of diving with a near empty battery by using the one from the previous dive, but you're not entirely sure exactly how much power is left inside of it, or you waste that charge, throw that battery away, or hopefully keep it and somehow use that remaining charge and put some fresh batteries in it. Either way, if you're opening up the torch, you're adding some extra wear and risking flooding that torch. Factory sealed batteries are the most convenient. Much like your smartphone, you can top up the battery whenever you want from a powered USB. If you've been on a dive previously, you just plug it in, it tops it up, and then you take it on a second dive. You physically can't remove the battery, it's all done in the factory. And you don't really need to worry about flooding because you never open that torch up. It's the factory that does it, so if it does flood, unless you've been bashing it or doing something stupid with it, then it's usually the manufacturer's fault. The downside is that eventually the battery won't hold its charge for very long. They have a certain number of charge cycles, and after a while, 100% isn't going to last as long as it used to. Replaceable rechargeable batteries like this one are sort of the best of both worlds. You can top up the battery as much as you need to. When it gets too old, you just swap it over for a fresh rechargeable battery. You still need to look after and replace that seal though to prevent it from flooding. Which is the best option for you is really your choice. I personally have a mixture, and as long as you charge the rechargeable ones properly, because you're not supposed to do it all the way up to 100%, and you do need to sort of, it's between 20 and 80%, I believe, is like the sweet spot. You can maximize their lifetimes. Most torches today are standard handheld designs. It's a cylinder that you hold in your hand. It's usually made from anodized aluminium or plastic, and the body is where the batteries go. All of the clever stuff goes into the head, which holds like the bulb, the circuit board, and the switch usually. Plastic is cheap and lightweight, but it's relatively weak compared to aluminium, obviously. We don't tend to see a lot of variety outside of that, such as like titanium or steel. It's usually anodized aluminium because it's lightweight, it's corrosion resistant, and aluminium just gets the job done. As far as like alternative designs and grips, we don't tend to see too many pistol grip torches or lantern grips anymore, but we do see a few Goodman style handles. Goodman handles are named for a 𝐾𝐵 diver, I believe, who invented the concept, and the Goodman handle basically allows you to mount the torch to the back of your hand, but you can still use your hands to like signal and use tools. They're either made from metal, polymer, or fabric, and they tend to be the most common handle design today, other than just a basic torch that you just literally hold in your hand. Photo and video lights tend to have their own range of posable mounts from like ball joints and other unique things so that you can fix the actual video or photo light to the arms of your camera housing. But as far as like general day-to-day general use torches, yeah, it's Goodman style or more of just a traditional handheld. This is quite important for me, the buttons and the switches. You'll find twisty torches, push buttons and flip switches. Twisty torches, you screw the head or the tail of the torch to turn it on or off. These are typically just on or off switches because it's hard to change settings because you can't press and hold like on a button. It's just twisty on or off. And you do run the risk of literally unscrewing it in the water, thinking that you're turning it on or off because you're lefty-loosey instead of righty-tighty. And just every time you do it, you're putting wear on that O-ring seal over time, the more that you do twist that head or tail. Flick switches can have several settings from like high and low and of course off. They usually have magnets and reed switches on the inside of the body, so there's less chance of flooding. There's nothing like penetrating the body that's actually flicking a switch. There's just a magnet on the outside that just hovers over a reed switch and that's what's activating it. But there are still moving parts, and if the magnet isn't sealed properly, they can rust away. There was a designer torch that had that issue. It would just fail after a while, and it turns out that the iron magnet was just rusting. Buttons are similar. They often don't penetrate through the actual body of the torch, but you do have some more control when it comes to either short, long, or repeated presses to change the different modes. Also look for locking mechanisms, because a button or a flick switch can be pressed in storage or travel unbeknownst to you and either drain your battery, so when you get to where you need to go you have no power left, or it can actually cook your torch because they do get very hot without you knowing. So some kind of travel or locking mechanism on that switch is a good feature if you can't remove the batteries, and you find them in a lot of modern torches. You'll see around the button of some torches a clear plastic ring. Underneath this is some coloured LEDs that indicate either the battery level, the power output, or both. They're typically a traffic light system, so green light means that you have lots of charge in the battery or it's at the maximum power setting. Amber light and you're starting to run a little bit low. You get the idea. When you first turn on the torch or change the power setting, the ring can often indicate the power setting for a few seconds and then it switches to battery power. I find this a little bit redundant because you can physically see how bright your torch is, so but it's usually a feature on some torches. A rare few torches have a little screen on the back or sometimes on the top or somewhere that will actually spell out everything in words and numbers, which is great because you know exactly how long your torch is going to last in hours and minutes, but they tend to be pretty expensive. A lot more like technology and work goes into them as opposed to just a traffic light system, so you don't see too many of these out there. They're also most common on rechargeable torches, so basically because they know what battery is fitted and like their voltage or watts or whatever it is. But it's great to have a rough indicator of how much juice you have left inside of the torch before topping it up or swapping it over. Beacons and strobes are location or item markers. They range from chemical glow sticks to full-on emergency SOS strobes. Chemical glow sticks are single use, which is quite wasteful, but they're really cheap. They come in a whole range of different colors, including infrared, so to help emergency services spot you on the surface, to just mark items in the dark. Electronic blinkers are low power compact beacons to help mark things in the dark. They're not particularly powerful, but you attach it to your tank valve or so that your buddy can see you, or you clip it to like the hang tank or something so that you have a visual indicator of where your exit point is. But unless it's really crystal clear water, you're not going to see it from a particularly great distance. It's more of when you're right on top of it. Emergency strobes are high output strobes, a bit like a photo camera, for use on the surface if you're lost at sea. The really high output flash catches the attention of search and rescue without devouring the battery or cooking the bulb. If you run more powerful torches on the surface constantly, it can get so hot it can damage itself. Most underwater torches use the water around them to dissipate the heat created by the bulb. It's why you see all of these heat sink fins, and some torches actually have some circuitry inside them to shut the torch down if it gets too hot. But yeah, emergency strobes are really high output, but for a very short moment. It just helps emergency services to locate you in the water. Outside of looking into a dark shipwreck or some kind of overhang, if you want to take pictures or video underwater, then you need some kind of external light source to bring the true colors back. A good video light will be a floodlight with no hot spots or hard edges to that corona. Hot spots, like in spotlights, will have a very bright spot in the center, and if you use that for photos and videos, it's really going to stand out because one particular part is going to be really bright, everything else less so, and it's going to make your images and just look a bit weird. And hard edges as well to the corona are going to stand out where the light just suddenly stops. So you want a nice even cast of light that gently tapers off at the edge to seamlessly illuminate the scene, and no obvious edges where it's not illuminating. Red lights can also be useful with some subjects because a lot of marine species can't see red light. There's no real need for it underwater because the water absorbs the red wavelengths, so they've never really evolved to be able to see red light. What's the point? And where if you use a full white light, it would scare some fish or whatever it is off, the red light lets you kind of get close. You can still see what you're doing, line up your shot, pull focus before you then use the strobe, and you get a better photo. Some photo lights have light sensors that can dim and brighten the light as needed, or to turn it off completely if it sees a photo flash to prevent backscatter. It just allows you to, instead of just turning it on or off or having to like go through the settings, it can automatically, if you set it to automatic, it can automatically dim so it doesn't wash out your entire photo or video. Output, power and burn time tend to all go hand in hand. As you increase the power of a torch, then your burn time drops unless you increase the battery size with it. For divers who need both a powerful output and a long burn time, you of course need a bigger battery, but there's only so much bigger that you can fit in or on your hand without biceps like Schwarzenegger to hold it up, and that's where cable lights come in. With an external battery that you can connect to a separate light emitting head with a cable, you can have a huge battery that you mount to your hip or behind you on your cylinder, and a small head, or a relatively small light emitting head that you yourself hold on to, and that's it. You get the best of both worlds. They also have the benefit that if you fumble the torch head for whatever reason, it's physically attached to the battery, where if you drop a traditional torch, that's gone unless you're using a lanyard. So as long as the battery is hopefully securely fastened to you, the head shouldn't go too far. So for a relentlessly powerful torch, or one that has just literally days of burn time at lower settings, cable lights are the way forwards. As far as little extras and unusual things, underwater lasers are starting to crop up, either as standalone laser pointers or a laser emitter inside of a conventional torch that you can just turn the laser on and off as you need to, and they do have their use. If you want to point at something underwater, you can shine your torch beam on it, or ideally circle around it so you're not dazzling the poor little critter, but this itself can spook some subjects that don't like lights shone in their eyes. Or you can gesture, which has a fairly limited range and of course accuracy issues, and if you don't want to put your finger up close to something like bitey or venomous, then you can lasso it with your laser and not risk getting too close or disturbing the critter very much. Adjustable beam angles are out there, and I really like these styles of torches. I mean, why pick between a spotlight or a floodlight when you can just adjust the beam angle on the go in the water? So for normal, just communicating, you have your spotlight and you can communicate quite easily, but if you do want to illuminate something a little bit wider, then you can just twist it or push it and it just adjusts the beam angle. I prefer ones with a twisty collar to a telescopic collar. I find the twisty ones a bit more accurate, whereas the kind of the telescopic ones, it's really all or nothing. The twisty ones, you can get that beam angle that suits you just right. On the bottom of the torch, usually an anchor point is very important. You always want to have a lanyard or some kind of clip attached to the torch to prevent losing it, and a teeny tiny hole, a little eyelet, really limits what you can poke through that hole. Bigger holes obviously allow for more loops or a thicker line to make it a bit more secure, but when you are attaching some kind of bolt snap or something onto it, yeah, you want plenty of space to be able to thread that line through it. Otherwise, it's just down to your specific needs. If you need a smaller, compact little backup torch, they're out there, but they tend to be as powerful or even much more powerful than primary torches 20 years ago. I mean, I think of this one, this is 1,000 lumens, but my first dive torch, I think, was 400 lumens, and that was powerful. That was a beast when I first got it. But nowadays, that's pretty weak. There are plenty of torch solutions out there, and most brands are pretty trustworthy today. Just be sure that you can get in contact with them if something happens. It's not unusual for torches to flood, and whilst it is often caused by user error, and we can tell if it is user error, I'm afraid, sometimes torches just flood. But if you can't even find the contact details for the brand easily, then you're stuck for getting a replacement under warranty. So make sure it comes from a decent brand. The main torches that I tend to use, my primary is, I think it's north of 3,000 lumens. I don't think it's 4,000. I think it's like 3,600 lumens, and that's a built-in rechargeable torch. My backup is a 1,000 lumen, and it also has a built-in rechargeable battery, but I do carry a traditional replaceable battery torch just in case, because it's just reliable. But what do you awesome scuba divers use? And do you carry a dive torch on every dive, or just the night dives? Personally, I bring at least one with me on every dive, because you never know when you might need to see in a dark place or get someone's attention with a flash of light. So let me know which torch brand and which model you like to use and why, or which ones you're looking at on their websites. Let me know down in the comments under the video. Remember to check out our website scubadivingmag.com for the latest scuba diving news and gear reviews, and subscribe to the channel here for more scuba diving advice. Thank you for watching, everybody, and of course, safe diving.